Sean with Sugar Shack 7. Today we're going to talk about some weird marriage customs around the world. Yes, us Americans, we have our own traditions, the cutting of the cake and removing the garter belt and the first dance with the father and so forth. But around the world, there is definitely some very, very weird customs, and we're going to talk about that today. Have you ever heard of some weird customs? Let us know in comments. And also, before you go, give us a big old thumbs up on this video. It really helps us in our YouTube ranking. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, the bridal kidnapping. Yes, this is actually very horrifying, and it's kind of actually scary. In Kyrgyzstan, it was believed that if there's tears on your wedding day, it made for a happy marriage. But until 1991, when it was actually finally made illegal, many parents would consent to their son kidnapping his bride because they believe a kidnapped young girl would be crying, then that would obviously lead to a happy marriage. Yes, that is very horrifying. Number 2, the blackening of the bride. In Scotland, this is a pre-wedding tradition, and what it involves in is the bride and groom is actually standing there while people throw trash and food at them, especially like rotten eggs and fish. They believe if they can withstand this, then they are ready for a happy marriage. Number 3, the mandatory tears of love. In China, they require the bride to actually start crying and weeping 1 hour a day, 1 month in advance of the wedding. Also, they encourage the women in the bride's family to weep with her as well. Number 4, my big fat Manchurian wedding. In Manchuria, a large full-bodied woman actually signifies good luck and a prosperous marriage. In Manchuria, they actually, like cattle, they fatten them up and force feed them to become fatter before the wedding. And unfortunately, this causes them much illnesses and health problems down the line. Number 5, to a well of a wife. In Fiji, men have to find an unusual gift before they can ask for a woman's hand in marriage. Before asking for the hand of his beloved, the groom must present his father-in-law with a whale's tooth. Number 6, love and the chicken liver. This one sounds kind of gross, but again, in China, a young couple is required to dissect a chicken and check out its liver. If the liver is healthy, then that means that they can set a date for their upcoming wedding. If not, they have to continue on trying to find a chicken with a healthy liver. Number 7, the love without bathroom breaks. Believe it or not, in Borneo, there's actually a tribe where they do not allow the newlyweds to leave their homes during their wedding day, and not even to go to the bathroom. Just like most traditions, this is to believe that they will have good luck in their future marriage. Number 8, the bridesmaid blockade. Why does it seem like a lot of these weird wedding traditions are from China? This is another one where the groom has to break through a wall of crazy women from the bridesmaids, and then they are going to demand money from him, and then he has to perform silly, crazy tricks to prove his love for his future bride. Number 9, the courting hut. Yes, in some little small towns of America, everybody knows everything and it always gets back to the parents. But in Africa, they make something called the courting hut where women can actually go and hang out with potential spouses. It keeps them away from prying eyes and from their parents finding out. Number 10, before we started this, yes, I did say that these are some very weird traditions, and this one is really borderline very disturbing. It's called the questionable mate grabbing. Yes, in groups of gypsies, it is permitted for men to grab women and start forcefully kissing them, even if they don't want to be kissed. And it might be love to them, but to us, it might be considered an assault. Number 11, the monthly Valentine Day. In South Korea, it's a very couple-orientated country. They have many matching outfits for couples on menus in restaurants. They have entrees that's called the couple sets, and then they have endless slews of romantic holidays. In fact, on the 14th of every month, many Koreans celebrate Valentine's Day. This sounds like an awesome place for me and my wife. How about you? Number 12, the curse, tree marrying wives of India. I myself don't follow astrology, but obviously there are some people that do. In India, if a girl is born in a certain part of an astrological period, they are cursed and will eventually cause death to their husband. So in order to break this curse, they are to marry a tree first and then have it cut down. And when they have it cut down, they are able to marry somebody. Obviously, then I guess maybe their husband won't have an early death. Number 13, the Graveside wedding. Yes, in Russia, many choose to have their wedding by the tomb of the unknown soldier in Moscow. Number 15, the lock of love on a bridge. This is actually a cool tradition to me. I can see myself doing this with my wife. It has actually become very popular. It's believed that it started in Rome, Italy. And what you do is you take a decorative lock and you lock it on the fence of the bridge and throw the key away in the river. And this symbolizes your love forever. Number 16, this is called the spoon of love. In Wales, it's common for a man to give his future wife a carved spoon, and this represents to her that he will never let her go hungry. Number 17, there is a museum of broken relationships in Zagreb, Croatia. This museum showcases a collection of souvenirs, mementos, and paraphernalia left behind after a marriage has failed. Number 18, the Bridal Festival for the ladies. In Nigeria, men dress in these elaborate costumes and then they perform for the potential mates. When the performance is over with, the women actually will pick their future husband. Number 19, the doll bride. In Puerto Rico, they dress up a little doll as the bride. They place it at the head of the table during the wedding reception. And then they place little gifts around this doll. And then at the end of the reception, the guests are able to walk up and receive these gifts as an appreciation for coming to the wedding. Number 20, jump in the broom. This tradition comes from the American Deep South. Back in the times of slavery, black newlyweds would jump over a broom, symbolizing moving forward in their new lives together. This is still practiced today as well. Number 21, the wife carrying championships. Each year in Finland, competitors come from all over the world to participate in wife carrying competition. Basically, it's a huge obstacle course that must be conquered with your spouse, girlfriend, or partner on your back. The competition brings new meaning to carrying the load in the relationship. Number 22, the most romantic tattoos in the world. Arabic, African, and Indian women tattoo themselves with henna dye before their wedding dates. The tattoos symbolize the bride's elegance and beauty. Number 23, sings for love. In the Papua New Guinea jungle, there's a tribe of men that paint their bodies and they wear feathers to impress women. They are called the sing-sings. They are supposed to imitate mating birds in the wild. Number 24, the salty bread of romance. In Armenia, single women will eat a traditional slice of bread that is salty, and then they believe as they go to sleep they will receive a prophetic dream. And in this prophetic dream, the man that they are to marry will bring them a cup of water. Number 25, this is definitely a strange one, a wedding gone down the toilet. In France, the old tradition is that the newlywed couple would drink all the leftover alcohol from their wedding in a replica of a toilet bowl. Evidently, this is not a followed tradition much anymore, but yes, that is very strange. Number 26, the beat down. In South Korea, there is a traditional custom that says that a groom should have his feet beaten with fish and canes the night before his wedding. It's supposed to prove his strength of character. 26 marital customs around the world. Do you know of any other types of customs that we're not aware of? Let us know in comments, and thank you for watching our video today. Have an awesome day.